council, directors, vice principals, deans, everyone, and the student cabinet, student council members, and my dear parents of the student cabinet members, and my dear students. I feel very happy standing here before you as the new cabinet takes over. As Mr. Ganesh Kamath has already pointed out, times have changed. We lived in an age where, as I said, the president, he had to go on a victory march right up to St. Agnes College. And he said, I don't know how it began and how it ended. It began because we didn't have girls in the college, obviously. And so we had to see the girls there at St. Agnes College. And how it ended? It ended because the girls came here. So with that it all ended, isn't it? And I was just recalling, I was saying, we were at that stage when I was in the final year, it was in the second year of college, that the girls just entered the college for the first time, small set of girls, and they were the cynosure of every eye, rightly so. I suppose the greatest task, that was the greatest privilege of the president, to go on an open jeep, and the greatest task of the school college leader was to ask for a holiday, a rain holiday. You remember that. As though that was the greatest thing. Those days the DCs never announced a holiday.
Office bearers of the student council, the class representatives, association heads, members of the staff, parents, and all the students present here. Once again, a very warm welcome to each one of you. Dear students, as you embark on leadership roles today, I wish you all the very best. You have a great opportunity now to showcase your talents and abilities, to exercise your leadership and be a good role model to others. Always bear in mind that this is a post for service, to encourage others, to guide and support the student council. Your goal should also be to ensure greater participation of your college mates in the varied co-curricular and extracurricular activities that we offer here. Strive to be inclusive, as we know ours is a multicultural and multi-religious campus. Foster healthy goodwill and fellowship among all the students, irrespective of their backgrounds. And try to make the council contemporary and meaningful. Be creative, innovative, throw up new and fresh ideas. Do something good and beneficial to the students and make a deep impression on all the students whom you are going to serve. Once again, hearty congratulations. I wish you all the best. I pray that God grant you wisdom and vision, a sense of unity to work together, to stand together as you begin to serve in this prestigious institutions as student leaders. I'm sure it is going to be a wonderful experience for you to lead and guide others. May the college motto, Nurture and Others, be your guiding light. God bless you. Continue to shine the path ahead. Once again, a warm welcome to each one of you.
Very good evening to all of you. President of today's program and Rector, Reverend Father Edwin Pinto, Principal, Reverend Father Clifford Sequeira, the dignitaries of the dais, the newly elected members of the Student Council, the parents of students who are here, I see a few of them, as also the others who I see, other than the Student Councils, all of you who are here for today's program. I'm sure this program of the installation of the Students' Council features somewhere high on the agenda of every institution. It's the beginning of the year, all are enthusiastic, and you have a new team coming in. And when Madam Kiran Chetty asked me to come here and be the chief guest, I was more than enthusiastic to do so. For one, I'm an alma mater of this institute, and no matter for what reason, coming here always makes me happy. So every occasion to come here is something to look forward to, and today was no different. But what I was glad is after coming here, when I met Father Rector, very happy to know that we shared the same college campus. Like we were about the same time we were in college in 1987-88 in the St. Aloysius Degree College, and to be sharing a stage as a rector of the college with a person with whom we have mingled with each other. Probably we have not seen each other, but we were definitely on the campus around the same time. So adds to my happiness here today. Personally for me, my journey of my education, 15 years, believe it or not, those days the schools were not too many in Bangalore, and some of us who joined as classmates in the first standard went on to graduate from here in final BCom. That was some experience because it hardly happens today. So much of options and students change the classes, schools enroll. But that was the sort of journey we had. And today, before I speak anything else, I think I should pay my respect to all the people who have shaped all of us over these years. The immense number of teachers, all the Jesuit priests whom I remember one by one, from my the headmasters from my high school days, middle school days, right to the college. There was no PU college then. All of you students know it was just one college, St. Aloysius College, and that went PU to degree. And the total strength of PU, the total number of students in PU would not have been as much as of you are in the hall today. And today to know that St. Aloysius PU College has 4,500 students, it is really a big achievement. And across so many streams, unbelievable number of streams, I always keep seeing the options that people have taken up. Anyway, in this agenda, I think so, I was in the annual day program a couple of days ago. I've been going to many colleges as a part of our academy. I connect from the Chamber of Commerce, as a part we are from the industry, and we would like to connect with academia. And always when I go through the agenda, I think so the students always feel this chief gets address in between, which stands between you and your celebrations today, or in some cases the cultural programs that are to follow after the program. This is more of a hindrance. Is it so? People just want, oh, if this could we could get done with this fast, it would be easier. But rest assured, I'd take another 8 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes, not more than that. So you all can be attentive. I don't intend to give a very big talk or a lecture, but I would like to share something with you all, which will be surely interesting for you. Because if I were to go back 35 years in time, and when the PU and degree college was the same, you would be just laughing yourself away as to how the Students' Council celebrated their victory. It would be beyond your imagination what would happen after a Student Council election where the president and the secretary or others of that time would be elected. Aloysius was a total male domain. There was no co-ed in Aloysius. St. Aloysius meant only boys. And if there was another college worth mentioning, it was St. Agnes, and that was only girls. So this election which happens in June in St. Aloysius was a very big affair. Lots of campaigning. Of course the systems have changed. There was a direct voting, I think so. I don't think the class representatives went out voted. All of us voted like a general election. 10 days of campaigning. All the students running with slogans around the college. All that Allah would happen, and finally the election day would arrive. The presidential candidates would even give us speech standing from the ramparts of the college there and assure so many things to the students, just like a political thing. We'll do this for you, we'll do this, all those things, no matter whether they can do it or not. That's a totally different thing. Now, post the election, what I want you to listen is, after there was no such oath-taking ceremony and all that, and of course, what they would do is, the only idea, the president and almost half the college with bikes and all that, the president would be on open jeep. He would be seated on a jeep and starting right at this college near all the stalls you will find outside the Belpur and other stalls there. Starting from there with about hundreds of bikes and others walking or whatever, and a loud announcement proclaiming that so and so, that Nikhil K has become the dude. Nikhil K on the jeep, you imagine, if he is going on open jeep, the procession would go straight towards St. Agnes College there, crossing Palmanda. And at a time when St. Agnes College was just about to leave 3:30 or whatever those days, I don't remember. And an entire batch of Aloysians going there on that road, going near Vaz Bakery, turning and coming back. Nobody knows why they went, what we did. But that was a routine until somewhere down the line the management thought enough is enough. And they said, no more of these processions. Now it does seem funny for you, and you all will laugh, how could you ever do such a thing? What was the motive of doing this? For years together, Aloysius was famous for doing this. I don't know why and what. But if you look back in time, I think so there was no internet then. There was no social, forget mobiles. There was no internet, there was no social media. So probably that was the way to go to town. I think so today, before Nikhil K has taken his oath, or all of it, the pictures may be all over there. It may be your WhatsApp status now as I'm talking. It could be an Insta story, it could be your Twitter handle, it could be anything. So it would have gone all over. So those were the days, and there was a photo flash here, right outside. If a photo had to be got, it would be tomorrow where the reel would have to be developed. So those were the days probably. That was the fun, that was something which I thought I would share here today, how times have changed going down the line. And today I see a different method of introduction, different student council and different intent. All of you have become leaders here. Your master of ceremonies has given various virtues of leadership. Every time she has come, she has given you one virtue of leadership, which I'm sure all of you would have heard. But why are you all here today? Definitely you are one among the equals of the 4,500 students. You don't get any special privilege for having become a leader here today, or becoming a council member, or whatever. But I think so, you all are more responsible than the rest for having taken this responsibility. So what the batches that I myself and my father put, no doubt it has your name on it, but what is not written on it is that I am responsible. You will be responsible for having taken up this position of leadership. So I think so your batch, all of you who are elected should remember what your names is always there, but that responsibility is something you will carry through. Now with this team of president and the leaders having taken up leadership skills, no doubt this is the formative years of your life. You are just in the pre-university, you have a long way to go into your university days and further education. So what you invite here, these leadership skills, I'm sure will hold you in good stead. So it's all about what is it now, along with the council, and I see so many elected classes with 2 each is what your man told me. So that makes it a big team. So that will be a big exercise in team building itself. Building this team and coordinating, interacting, and to make it an active team itself is a challenge by itself. All of you have just 1 year under the sun, and positions like this, unlike others, where the academic year is very less these days, starts in July, and if you take factor the number of holidays and other things, you have very few number of days in the college. So your planning should be very well. I think so one of these days as a council members, your plans and targets for the next 1 year should be in place. You should clearly know where you are headed to. Planning and targets, setting targets is one thing, but execution is another different ball game altogether. So many of us, wherever we are, in whichever part of our life, including as the president of the chamber, I would have planned so many things in September, but reaching even 50% or 75% of it is not an easy task at all. So get your targets right, but also get your execution right. You are accountable. You all have taken the oath today to be the representatives or whatever. Be accountable to the post that you have taken up. And no doubt to say, along with that, you should also do a lot of hand-holding for your other students. Now that you are leaders and you are above the others, you should find out in what way you can be of help to the people who have not become leaders. They may have so many issues in your class. They may have so many issues, not necessarily to academics. I think so you should lend a helping hand to all of them. Finally, it boils down to one simple thing. You have to be more active than the other. I'm sure all of you are what a leadership can do to a team. I think so. If you, how many of you are IPL followers here? Each one of you, so many. The IPL would have been the franchising teams, the RCB or Chennai Super Kings or the Mumbai. Each one is following badly. But the one person, the captain cool amongst them all, who was it? Dhoni. MS Dhoni. And I think so Nikhil should take a page out of his book. No matter what the situation is, he is always cool. But what he does is, he has led the team for 11 years. And last year, he decides to step down. And that where Chennai Super King wins, everybody knows. It was on the top of the bottom of the table last year. Again, Dhoni comes there. One person, cricket is a team of 11, but one person, Dhoni, comes back. And he does a difference to the team. No matter whether he scores runs or not. But what he does to the team is amazing. And there you had again Chennai Super Kings going to the finals, and I think so they were the ultimate winners. No, other days IPL. Now what is it that Dhoni did? What others could not? What other captains could not? Or what is it that failed for them when he was not the captain for 1 year, which was last year? That means the leader of a team can influence the direction of a team, no matter whether he plays or not. That is something from leadership, from sports, which you can imbibe. A great example, I always am enamored by his attitude, the cool thing, no matter which situation you are. As leader, you will land up in so many problems sometimes. So, I think so the problems should rest with the leader, the success is always with the team. Time management and other things are something which I've always definitely learned. But more than anything else, I think Sabha principal mentioned, be the brand ambassadors of your institutions. As leaders, you are the brand ambassadors. That will what it will be. Coming to the near future, unlike a degree course, as I said earlier, you all have opted for various streams. I always see the college has so much to offer today in terms of learning. So I'm sure you all will excel in whatever you have taken, the science, commerce, arts, or so many other journalism and so many fields are there which I have no idea. Just a few minutes, as the Chamber of Commerce and as students, I want you to know what India holds for you today. Probably as students, everybody is thinking of foreign education at the UG level, undergraduate level, or they want to go at the degree level. The idea is to not to be in Mangalore or just to go out and study or go out of the country. But I think so, we are more than 1/5 into the 21st century. The 1/5 of the 21st century is already behind us. And India is an amazing story. Dear students, I want you to listen to this. It is one of the fastest growing economies and we are the 5th largest in the world today. We are a country with a massive population. We are the most populous country in the world with a 1.4 billion. But that is not something to cheer about. We need not. But what is heartening is 1 billion of them are below the age of 35. A population of 1 billion is under 35, all of you included. That makes us an amazing marketplace in the days to come. The best of our talent is yet to come. That's something which is very great. And of course, the internet revolution which has come. We are the 2nd largest internet users in the world. We add 3 internet users every second and 2 of them are from the villages. The highest mobile data is consumed in the world is by India. The highest mobile data, the number of data that goes into it. So that is the sort of thing. But coming to the socio-economic change that is happening, the startups, all of you have heard of startups. I'm sure you all should be one amongst those, thinking on those lines. India has an amazing startup setup, and earlier people were averse to having startups. Nobody wanted a business, everybody wanted the same happiness of being in a job, same job, okay, Monday to Friday you work. But today the startups hold great interest for the younger generation. So when our parents or grandparents saw risk, I think so all of you see a reward. Have your own enterprise, you see a good reward there. Of course, as I said, do stay back here. Let there not be a flight of talent from Mangalore, because if all the educated, all the youngsters are going to see the greener side beyond Mangalore, then the city, I always tell wherever I go, it will be a city of pensioners. Only people above the age of 60 will remain here. So always try to, coming to how to be successful, I think so all of you should try to come out of your comfort zone. Being within your zone, there is nothing much that can be done. Good mental fitness, and there is always for something to be done. There is no tomorrow. Don't procrastinate what you can do today for tomorrow. That's what successful people do. Let your creative ideas flow. The 3 S's: seed, sleep, and sow. Seed some ideas, problem, and study problem. Sleep, your unconscious, your subconscious mind should study about it and sow the benefits. So these are some of the things which the creative ideas which you should carry on without any fail. The list can be endless. What Bangalore holds for you in terms of business, I've already told you. There are a lot of things which have come up, like the incubation center and all. As you go into your degree classes, it's too early to talk about all those things. What Bangalore can, the IT industry is going to be very big for those of you in science. The Beyond Bangalore mission, most of the IT segment, the big players in the IT players will be in Bangalore soon. By the time you all are graduates, you all will be lucky. The big top IT players will be here. You have so much happening on artificial intelligence and ChatGPT and so many other things. There's a lot of buzz around artificial intelligence. So I'm sure you all will be the generation working there. Then you have the commerce fields where there is so much to look beyond CA as well. You have integrated batches for CA, but beyond CA also there is so much on the online space that is happening in the commerce segment, finance and others. There is the list is unending. I know you all are very, very busy now, in the sense these few days have become so much. A lot of stress is also been noticed among students where you have your regular classes, then to support the NEET, JEE, IT, UPSC, I don't know the number of courses. Everybody is studying from morning 7 to evening 7, I am told, and there's hardly any time during these few days. But with all these new associations or cultural and other various faculties of which have taken charge, be active in that also. That will make a difference, because you will not get the chance to go through what you have, this journey that you are going through now. You will not get a second chance to be here. So while we pursue your academics, let each one of these associations which have started today be very vibrant, be very good, let them function very well. In fact, I was very happy to see one as religious harmony. That's something which I was always good for. Committee for religious harmony, that was amazing. And only a place like this which has stood the time and given so many great leaders to the country, I'm sure all of you will also rise to the occasion. This batch of 23-24 also will go on to produce great leaders for the future based on what you have learned in this institution. Do the best of this, your journey, and we'd like to see you.
A gratitude journal, I'm sure it'll run into pages, and I'm sure you don't have patience to read that. So I am thinking I will publish this gratitude journal and circulate among all of you. Here I am just to give a brief summary of the gratitude that we have in our hearts. And I'm thinking, in the first page of my journal, whose name shall I write? And I think so, that I shall write the name of the last year's student council, who were a great example and a great motivation for us to continue to have the student council this year also. So we thank the last year's student council for their excellent service rendered to this college. And I'm sure, my dear students, next year there will be someone talking about you. And in that book, I think in capital letters, Sir Ganesh Kamath sir, I would like to write your name in capital letter in that book, because you so graciously accepted our invitation, adjusted your busy schedule, and so happy to come back to your college. I would also like to add there that when Father Melvin and you were among the ones in the procession from Aloysius, the two student council directors, Amita Shetty and myself, were at Agnes standing and waiting for this procession. We did not have anything, and our sisters used to be so smart that one year they thought, because the procession is coming at 3:30, they left us at 2:30. And you know what happened? The procession came at 2:30. Amazing, without phones, without internet. I still don't know how it came. But the jeep was there, the open jeep was there at 2:30, coming in front of St. Agnes gates. So that was my story of St. Agnes. Okay, so, sir, I think we did have a connection after all, even though I thought I did not know you. And in this book, I would like to write in bold our rector, Melvin Pinto's name, because he stands out in this campus as a great leader. You have always motivated us, and your just presence is an example, and you're a role model for all of us. Thank you, Father. I continue in my book. I shall write in italics the names of Father Pradeep and Father Derek, because this italics is something special, and you always add that special vibe to any event. Thank you for your...
Good evening to everyone present here. I'm Nikhil K, batch 18BA, and I am the president of St. Aloysius BA College. First of all, good evening to our respected Reverend Father Clifford Sequeira SJ, Reverend Father Melvin Pinto SJ, Reverend Father and Mr. Ganesh Kamath, who are our chief guests today. The vice principals, deans, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, parents, and all the students present here. I, Nikhil, stand here with great honor and pride in front of all of you as the president of St. Aloysius BA College. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the class reps that have been elected, which is not an easy thing, to gain your trust from your classmates and to get elected as the class rep. It's not an easy thing. I would also like to congratulate all the students who have been elected as the president and secretary of the respective associations. I would also like to specially congratulate the student council members who have been elected as student council among almost 4,000 students. So can you imagine? It's a really great number, and still we will do great. They're all deserving, and I'm sure we as a student council will do our best for and to this esteemed college. We are really blessed and lucky to have two of the best teachers as the instructors of student council for the year 2023-24. It is none other than Kiran ma'am and Amita ma'am. I am 100% sure we are going to do great as we are being guided by the best. So thank you ma'am, and to all of you who have given us this opportunity. Me and my roommate Austin, we were sitting in the hostel, like during the tea time, we were sitting there, and all of a sudden I heard people screaming the word president and coming in. That were our seniors. They were screaming the word president aloud, and then I see one person walking right in front of all of them, and that is none other than Harsh Ponnappa, one of the best presidents you'll ever see. So I looked at him for a second, and I thought and imagined and wished, just for that moment, what would it be, how would it feel, and what can I do if I was the president of St. Aloysius too. And as you can see, right now, in all of you, right in front of all of you, I stand here as the president. So I would like to tell everyone that believe in what you dream of. Like if you really wish to achieve it, you will achieve it no matter what. We as a student council will do our best in academics, cultural activities, and anything. We will do the best for and to this college. I once again thank everyone and congratulate all the reps, association presidents and secretaries and the student council for giving us this opportunity. Good luck to all of you all. Do your best. God bless you.